Hello there, I thought that I might as well make a quick video guide on the build, since the maxroll guide is probably going to be really confusing with all these weapon talents. So first I'd like to explain the whole bossing combo.
That dreamed we nightmare.
So first you press Sigil Power into Curse, into Offering, Frostbomb, and Eye of Winter. And you press Flame Wall whenever you want to, basically. Now, to set this up, you need to have a offhand weapon that has Sigil Power, and you need to click these boxes down here. These used with weapon sets. For Eye of Winter, you want it on the first one, Pain Offering also first one, and Frostbomb also first one. And Hypothermia, it can be on both, but you have to make sure that when you press Sigil Power, it swaps to offhand. And when you cast the Cursed, it's also on offhand. Like that. So the reason why we do this is because on the passive tree, you can use the weapon set skills to allocate all these curse nodes and skill effect duration. So if you cast your curse and sigil power with your offhand, you basically get all these for free without losing any damage, because when you cast Pain Offering, you swap back to the first weapon. So now about the gear. It's very simple to gear. The best in slot is probably a +4 trench, but it's extremely expensive right now. And for the second weapon, you would want a +5 with Spirit. Now, the best mod apart from these two is probably cast speed and crit. Damage is also good, but it's not as good. For the helmet, the best in slot would be a +3. You would have to get a +2 and Vol a +1 on it, which currently goes for like 10 to 20 div. For the amulet, you would ideally want spirit and plus level, but if you can't afford it, just buy something that has +3. And for the anoint, I do Deadly Swarm, but I think this is probably better, Endless Blizzard, because you save basically all 4 of these nodes and you can put them elsewhere. For the chest, you just want spirit and high yes. You can have either life or just go full yes. For the rings, I don't actually recommend Ventors unless if you have Ingenuity, which I don't. You should probably just get 2 rare rings with good life, good res, and ideally chaos res, because I don't have chaos res. For the gloves, you just want life, yes, and res. Same with the boots. But get movement speed here. For the gem links, sigil power, you just need magnified effect. And for my hound, normally people put a bunch of supports here. I'm not actually sure why. If you look at the damage per second, this dog does more than my frost mages alone. Like, he has insane damage. So for me, I think it's best to put just a bunch of damage here. And Frost Mages, normally for mapping, I have Wild Shard here instead of Conk Effect, because this makes them really slow. But for bossing, you definitely want Conk Effect. Flame Wall, I barely ever cast this. I don't think I need it. I just have it here. Pain Offering, you need Inspiration here, or else this thing costs well over 500 mana, which is basically your mana pool. One thing to keep in mind is that your offhand shouldn't have like +6 spell. I have +4 here, which is already a lot. It makes my mana cost go crazy. For Frostbomb, you can actually use both of the fonts here, and if you step on it, it gives you life regen and mana regen. Hypothermia and just hide and curse here. You can have the other one that gives curse activation speed. It looks like this one. But it gives extra mana cost, which is why I don't use it. You want to have one cleric at least, because the heal is crazy. It gives you 3k life regen on your minions, basically making them unkillable because they already have a lot of HP. Now for the talent setup, this is one reason why I don't actually run a bunch of minion maximum life, because I don't need it. All of my minions, including the dog, has like, this guy has 19k. The cleric probably has 20k, no, 16k. But you don't need extra HP here. It's all right. And for the weapon passive, this is where it really gets confusing. You want to have these on your first weapon set. basically all these that look orange on your first weapon set, and these that look green on your second. You kind of have to figure this out by yourself. I don't really know how to explain it. But setting this up is great because it gives you faster curse activation and a bunch of curse effect. My curse alone plus exposure gives like, I believe 105% penetration, which is crazy. All right, that's it. When a quick bonus mention to this shield, if you really need Chaos Res, you can just put this on. It caps your Chaos Res straight up, or you can use this one. And for bossing, I actually use this. This allows me to have 20 minions like this. You gotta turn off blink as well. But yeah, you get 20 minions, which is a lot faster for bossing. So far, this build has done 3-man simulacrum, every single difficulty for boss, endgame boss, on like 3 to 4 people HP. It's fine if you want to do 6. Honestly, the build's gonna be awesome for those. But yeah, that's literally it.